are going up and up and up.
We're going to stop it. We're going to stop it.
I want to live at least to 90.
That is The C Word, one of the films that will be showcased at this year's Hamptons International Film Festival. Now, the festival has screened the Best Picture Oscar winner in 6 of the last 7 years. The festival's executive director, Anne Chasson, and artistic director, David Nugent, are here to tell us all about it. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
It seems like such a great event. I know it's been around for 23 years. What makes this festival different from all the others?
Well, we're actually a year-round nonprofit organization based out in the Hamptons. We do events in the city occasionally, but we are happy to be able to have a screenwriters lab in the spring. We do a bunch of different types of programs in the summer, including a documentary series with Alec Baldwin, and then we do the festival in the fall, and we bring those elements back into the festival at that time. So an audience winner from the documentary series will be at the festival, as well as screenplay readings from the screenwriters who did our lab in the spring.
Seems like a very interactive experience.
Yes, exactly.
And David, tell me, what kind of films, do you guys focus on any particular kind of films? What can people expect?
We don't really focus on any particular types of films, and we try to really have a wide range of films that will appeal to a lot of different audiences. So we have everything from Anomalisa this year, which is a stop-motion animation film by Charlie Kaufman, to Son of Saul, which is a Hungarian Holocaust drama that won the Grand Prize jury at the Cannes Film Festival this year and is an amazing, amazing film. April in the Extraordinary World, which is a French animated film that we think, with Marion Cotillard doing the voices, to closing out the festival with Bridge of Spies, the latest film by Steven Spielberg.
And I know you have some centerpiece and spotlight films. How do you go about choosing those?
Those are tough. I mean, those are sort of some of the bigger films in the festival, and a lot of them have done well recently. We've had Argo, and we had Foxcatcher last year, and Still Alice. This year we have a film called Carol by Todd Haynes, who I think is really one of America's great filmmakers, starring Cate Blanchett, which we really like a lot. And a film called Spotlight, which is, I was thinking about as I walked through the newsroom here, because it's a journalism film, really, about the Pulitzer Prize-winning Boston Globe investigative journalism team that broke the Catholic sex abuse scandal in 2002. So those are really sort of big films that audiences get really excited about, but we also have a lot of different films, from smaller documentaries and short films, a really wide range of stuff.
Well, I mean, your history, just with the Oscars alone, just goes to show you have very good taste when you're picking these films. And tell us a little bit about your signature programs as well.
Sure. So David just mentioned Steven Spielberg. The very first film festival 23 years ago started a signature program called Conversation With, and we had a conversation with Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese. We've also been doing another program called Conflict and Resolution for about 15 years, which is about war-torn areas and the effects war and violence have on the people who live there. And new this year, which I don't think any other film festival does, we have a compassion, justice, animal rights section where we focus on several films about animal rights. So that's really exciting and new, and we can't wait for people to see some of those films. David, maybe you want to tell about that one.
Sure. We have a film called The Champions, which is about the aftermath of the Michael Vick dogfighting ring that was broken up and what happened to his dog. So we're doing the world premiere of that film, which is very exciting.
There was a show that used to document some of them anyway, and the progress that they made at the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Right.
I have to tell you, I was absolutely addicted, so I can't wait to watch this film and see a little bit more about what happened to them.
Good.
Animal rights, cancer, both very big topics in my heart, and many others, and it sounds like you guys have a whole slew of films that cover a lot of important topics for just about anyone, right? Sure. Well, the Hamptons Film Festival runs from October 8th to 12th. For more information, you can head to our website at cbsnewyork.com. Thank you both so much for coming in.